Hold up. Sorry about that. There was I disconnected a little bit. You guys still here? Hold on. I disconnected. Still says I'm offline. Oh. Uh, that's not good. Alright, yeah. Yeah, disconnected. Disconnected. I don't know if something's up with the internet here. Or I don't know what the yeah, I don't know what the issue is. It says I'm connected to the internet, so okay, I'm back online. Uh, yeah, my parents decided uh, decided that this week we were going to Hot Springs, Arkansas, at the lake house that we own. So right now I'm in the dining room. Uh, yeah, hard to tell. If you see the keyboard back there, don't mind it. And also, also sorry for the glare. I counted that there was going to be some glare, but I didn't account how much glare was going to be there. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna roll with it for for this week. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? Good, bad? Don't want to talk about it. Good to hear. Good to hear. What about you, Z? That is, if you had enough of a day, anyways. Because I know you oversleep, Z. Tis a day. Well, that's a response. Uh, oh, right. I was gonna, Cindy. I forgot. I was gonna call you. I was gonna call you Yami, for this. So, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your the nickname correctly or not. So, I don't know. I feel like trying out calling you Yami, but then I forgot that some people's usernames have the name Yami in there. So until we see someone with that username, I'm just gonna keep calling you Yami. But when I see someone with that username, I'm just gonna call you Cindy again. Okay, so uh, what what has happened since then? Um, right, I was gonna yeah, next week, no, Thursday, Thursday. This week I'm gonna be streaming on Thursday, or try to remember to stream on Thursday. Actually, wait. Now that I'm in Hot Springs, what's the time zone? Hold on. What's the time? No, not times. Zone for Hot Springs, Arkansas. Still the same thing. Central Standard Time. And so, yeah. Again, yeah, I try to stream at like 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. So, on a do be aware that that's when I'm streaming usually. Uh, what else? What else? Uh, the uh, damn, trying to think of something. Oh yeah, my older brother made a comment of how I look during the stream, which is basically wearing the face mask and the beanie, and he goes like, I know you're wearing a face mask and a beanie just to look edgy and cool. And I just go like, uh, I'm wearing this because I don't like how my mouth looks on camera. Uh, And secondly, I'm a little camera shy, so wearing the face mask helps a little bit. Uh, he always makes comments about my streams. Like, get rid of the orange bar, it just makes it look like you're doing it for money. When it comes to gaming, when it comes to playing a game, uh, he says that I might want to make my camera a little smaller because it looks like it's taking up like a third of the screen, which I'm like, yeah, I need to change that at some point. I don't know when. Yeah, yeah, like I think Ranboo is one of them. And I'm not trying to be like him. For the record, I'm trying to be me at least. And also because I don't watch any of his content. Uh, yeah, all that stuff out of the way. Uh, yeah, time to get into the story, I guess. Which by the way, the title did say that I have a small correction, and it's about the stories that I have planned. So this one is going to be Julia, right? Then next week is going to be OCS because on Thursdays I have an idea for those. Uh, and then the one after that is going to be Not As It Seems on TV. Then the one after that is going to be United Sound. And the one after that was going to be 21. And then I said that the one after that was going to be one called Megalophobia. What I forgot is that I had another story in mind. Three, actually. But one of them I have to run by someone to ask them if it's okay for me to tell the story. And one of them I'm probably going to save for like a later date. And the story was going to be called Day One, which is a story about like a story about me adopting my first dog. And then the one after that, it'll probably just either be the one I'm gonna run by someone or megalophobia. But yeah, that's a small correction. That's it. Uh, so let's get into the story. I kind of want to, uh, I kind of want to bring up the whole scheduling system for this because it's sixth grade. It's sixth grade, right? So, in sixth grade, when it comes to changing class periods, we only had five subjects, right? But we had like two teachers at the start of the year. It was my homeroom teacher, and Miss Durant, and the other teacher was Mr. Nelson, right? So Mr. Nelson, he was teaching mathematics and science, and Mr. Ant was teaching uh, social studies, language, and reading, I believe. That was until like somewhere in the middle of the school year, a new teacher comes in, Miss Andro, and she ends up taking science and history. Now the way the scheduling thing works, so everyone in Mr. Rand's class, half of them would go to Mr. Nelson's class, and half of Mr. Nelson's class would go to Mr. Rand's class. But now that Miss Andro is part of the equation, it's a third of Mr. Rand. It's well, two-thirds actually. It would go to like the other two classes. Same with Miss Andro and same with Mr. Nelson. And this happens in Miss Andros' class. It's basically a story about like how I'm both stupid and smart at the same time. So here's what happens. Did you guys have to do the science fair? Or, Cindy, did you have to do it? Or Yami, did you have to do it? Z, what about you? Because I had to do it twice, I believe. Yeah, yeah, because not sure. Okay, yeah, yeah, I never did a science fair. Okay, so if you don't know what a science fair is, Z, I'm pretty sure you would know. Cindy, thinking you can guess. Everyone in the science class have to would have to make a project. Like they would have to ask a question, run the results, and then make a conclusion. Odd One Sound made a video about this where he came up with the question of if you were to put in a set of batteries in like cold temperatures and a set of batteries in hot temperature, and then run them both, would one of them last longer than the other? Which, that's a fair question. But he came with the conclusion that like nothing happened and nothing changed. Batteries last longer in cold. Okay, maybe. So, in the fourth grade science fair project that I did, it was like, would the size of an object, like the size of a meteor, affect the size of a crater and like the kind of damage that it would cause? Which is like, that's a fair question, I would say. And the way I ran the results was like I had like a plastic container with like a bunch of flour and brown sugar just to represent dirt, and just like started dropping shit onto it, and like a tennis ball, a basketball, a brick, a Lego figure, or so on and so forth. And then I think to answer the question, yes, yes, it does. But I think it's more like how heavy the object is and like how big the object is. You know, heat increases the chemical activity in the battery, making it drain faster. All right, good to know. He did say that like, hey, the one problem that, eh, the only reason why he thinks it didn't work as well as it did is because he put a set of batteries in like hot temperature, put a set of batteries in cold temperature, and then put them in like a room temperature Game Boy. Hey, and it just produced the same result. So yeah, maybe what it's like when you're testing out which one, put the Game Boy out in the sun, and then put the Game Boy in like I don't think this is a good idea. Put the Game Boy in like the freezer or something. Yeah. My grandpa stored all the batteries in the fridge. Does that work? Might have to try that. Anyway, so yeah, after you do your project, you're supposed to like put it on a poster board, put all the information on it, and then like present it in front of the class. They'll put batteries in the freezer, and that will make them explode. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if he said it was the freezer or the fridge. I don't remember. Anyway, so you're supposed to present your science fair project in front of the class, and then at like the end of the day, you put your science fair project in the cafeteria just for like everyone to look at it, you know? And after a while, they give you like awards, like little ribbons. And there's like four different types of ribbons. There's first place, second place, third place, and then participation award. both times that I did it, I got the participation award. That's it. Which is fine. Whatever. Uh, so let's cut to 6th grade, right? Miss Andrew, she announces the science fair project. I didn't do it 5th grade, and I don't remember why. Uh, in 6th grade, she goes like, all right, science fair. This is gonna be a thing. Work on your projects, kids. And when I was thinking of like science fair project ideas, I almost immediately thought of a moment in The Big Bang Theory. I don't remember what episode it was, but the moment that I'm thinking of is where like the guys are surrounding a coffee table that has like a speaker right in the middle, with like a plastic wrap over it and like cornstarch and water or right on top of the plastic wrap. And then right when they turn the speaker on, the substance just like starts moving, and it made it look like it was dancing. So I'm like, this is both a cool project idea and it might be really fun to watch. Uh, so yeah, that was my idea. It was a good idea actually, a really good idea. But my parents were like, okay, first question, how the hell did we set this up? And that's when I realized, oh, yeah, I don't think we know how to set this up. So, sadly, we had to scrap that idea and go for something way dumber, but easier. Which was like, what type of liquid goes down the slope the fastest? Non-Newtonian fluid. Yeah. Anyway, it's like, what kind of liquid goes down the slope the fastest? So we made like a custom-made small ramp. With like a piece of a gutter and like some kind of a metal bracket. 2 metal brackets just to like hold the thing up. And then we just started like pouring different types of liquid like milk, chocolate milk, soda, and water. Yeah, which by the way, I think water was the fastest because it's like the thinnest liquid. And I was like, this is dumb, but it's easy. So, yeah, whatever. We just went and did it, made the poster, and then it came to the point where we were presenting for the class. And I kind of I brought my yearbooks because I kind of want to show you, like this one person, but probably not a good idea. I don't know. Anyway, so we came to presenting in front of the class, right? So I don't know if I went before this one person or after, but I presented mine, and at some point it was this one girl, well, Julia Alvarez. She went up, and okay, I kind of want to say this, Julia. If you somehow end up watching this, if you somehow found this little clip that I made, I just want to let you know, I hold nothing against you. Okay, I'm not upset at you. I'm more upset at me. Hey, for this. So, Julia, I've actually known her since elementary school. Went to the same junior high and the same high school. We graduated the same year. Uh, so let me find her picture in here. First of all, this cover for my junior high. No, and they're at least trying, but I wish they didn't. Let me find her. How the hell am I in the 8th grade section? What the hell? Ah, yeah, here she is. So, no, oh, she's right here. This is the girl right here. Here, and this was 7th grade, right? It's the oldest yearbook that I have on hand right now. No? And then here is the here's my senior yearbook for high school. Let me see if I can find her again. No, damn it. I found me. Looks like a children's coloring book. The font is so gamer. Yeah, I think that's just them trying to be hip. Trying to get it with the kids, but don't. But yeah, here she is again. Here she is again. So yeah, that's proof that I went to junior high and high school with her. I don't have a yearbook of me in elementary school, not that I remember. Anyway, so yeah, Julia, just let it be known, I'm not upset at you. This is more me being upset at myself. Hip was replacing letters with other letters or numbers when I was in lead speak. I'm guessing lead speak. Anyway, hey, so it's her turn to present in front of the science class, and she walks up with her science project, and lead speak before lead speak. Okay, so she walks up with her science fair project, and I'm looking at it, and she did her science fair project was the exact idea that I was thinking of from the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, which is, speaker, plastic wrap over it with like a non-Newtonian fluid on top of it. And then like she turned it on and like started reacting. Hey, I wanna see if I can find that moment. Hold on. And opening up opera. Hope the music is relaxing. Come on, go over here. There we go. Go to YouTube. Okay, so the Big Bang Theory, a non-Newtonian fluid. Let me see if yeah, I think this is the moment. Let me mute this for a bit. Let's see. Desktop. So this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, that was the project that I was thinking of. I saw that, I was like, oh, that's actually a really cool idea. I kind of want to try that. Yeah, but again, we just didn't know how to set it up. So, hold up. Intermission, there we go. So she presented hers. I saw it and I just went like, God damn it. And when it came to, after we finished our projects, we took our science fair projects. Can make it in cornstarch and something. Dang, it's been a while. Yeah, cornstarch and water. So at the end of like the school day, we took our like science fair project and like put them in the cafeteria just for like everyone to look at. And when it came to later in the day, everyone's family can just like go to the school, go into the cafeteria, and just look at the science fair projects. And I look at mine, I get the participation award, which go figure. And I went over to Julia's to see what she got. She got first place. So not only was my idea a great idea, it was also an idea that would have gotten me first place in the science fair. So we just saw that, and my parents just were like, "Oh, we're sorry, Nick." I'm just like, I'm not upset at her. I'm just more upset at myself that I could be that stupid and yet that smart at the same time. uh, yeah, but yeah, that's about it there. She's actually, yeah, despite the fact that she did that, she's actually a really friendly person. Like she's one of those people that's like really hard to like get upset at. Yeah, she's like really easy to get along with because I remember in seventh grade I had to transfer over in the last semester. I had to transfer over to. You could have also upped it by using other liquids alongside a non-Newtonian fluid, maybe. Eh, Anyway, so I got transferred over to like a special needs class in seventh grade. And during one of those days, I just walk into class, and the teacher was like, "Hey Nick, someone sent you a letter. It's in your seat." I'm like, "Who the hell sends a letter in junior high?" So I walk over to my seat, and I see a letter, and it's like, "To Nick from Julia." Okay. So I opened it. So I opened it, read it, and it was basically her being thankful that I like had nothing negative to say to her, and and alongside that, she gave me a pack of Bubble Mint Orbit gum, which is like my first pack of gum that I've ever had. So I read that. I was just like, eh, "You're welcome." Uh, and then afterwards, this kind of coincides with the whole United Sound thing. Which, if you don't know what United Sound is, it's basically an after-school program to teach special needs kids how to play orchestra. Which I'll get to that when the story comes up. But and I kind of want to like I kind of want to preface by going like, and sort of the reason why I joined is because one of my friend Travis Barker from the Lovely Lady story. Yeah, he joined it and when it like started because he has trisomy, which is like a type of Down syndrome, I believe. And he yeah, he sees me and he goes like, "Oh my god, get me out of here, please," in a joking manner. Like, hey, he knows I just want to hang out with him, so whatever. And as I'm like talking to him, I just hear right behind me, "Nick?" And then I just turn around and I see her just looking at me like, "Oh my god, Nick!" I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Julia?" So, uh, part of the reason was because I kind of wanted to hang out more with her, just to like catch up on like uh, what I've been doing, what she's been doing, and whatnot. And but she was only there for like that one day, and then I got like actual permanent mentors. Well, permanent mentors for the rest of the year until I had to get new mentors to next year, and then after that got new mentors. So, you know, anyway, that I'll get to United Sound when it comes up. Anyway, so the last time I've seen her, or like the last time we've interacted with each other, was in pre-cal, which was senior year. I was just in like the very far side of the class doing some assignment, and then I hear the door open and I see her walk in, talk to the teacher, and as she's leaving, she looks over to her right to talk to the teacher some more. And then right when she's leaving, she sees me in the corner. It just goes like, and I waved back and just went back to my assignment. So yeah, that's about it for that story. Uh, I feel like after telling that story, I feel like you guys are gonna pity me. But yeah, that's about it, really. Um, uh, anyway, let's get into the game, I guess. Let's go. Abduction. And come on, come on. There we go. And put you over here. No, God. Yeah, right here. There we go. Live screen. Really? Are you not working? God. Hold up. It's not working for some reason. Let me try this again. Really? Not working. Oh. Okay, something's going up. Up with the webcam. That's weird. Hold up. Let me try something. And let me remove this. Remove game capture. And let me add that back in. Add source, game capture. Capture with third-party overlays. Crossfire, capture mode. Allow transparency, customize. Alright, I think I'll work with that in a bit. Okay. And there we go. Put you here and you over here. Don't know what that was. That was weird. Okay, let's go. So again, as the title entails, I sort of cheated, and again, but it was mostly because like I don't know where to go here. Okay, so that leads somewhere. Obviously. This also leads somewhere. That place looks super cool. It does, but it was so jarring because I just walk out and I'm just like, huh? Why am I in space? What am I doing here? And this is blue. So this was blue, that was green, and this one's red. Okay. And Z made the funny comment where it's like, "Are you in Asgard?" Which I think is a Norse reference or Norse god reference. Anyway, let's just keep going. Okay, so one side was green, one was red, and the other was blue. Which tells me something. Let's see. The thing was at the Farley house, so let me check there to see if any of those mean anything. Oop, hit a tree. Hey. Okay. Okay, so Ah, right. This is where we are. Because I think that's where the yeah, that's where the heart is. So eh, that's the red, green, and blue. Interesting. Okay. I did find something out. I don't know if that's gonna if that I don't know what's gonna happen if I like go there or whatever. So it was like what I saw was at the rock area. And let's see. I think it was like down here. Yeah, down there. Go this way, and which leads to the rock path, or like the rock area, whatever it is. And there was like a little valve thing, which I don't know if I've already turned that thing or not. Gonna have to check. Was that a drawing up there? No, that's just fungus or fungi. All right. Let's go. All right. Go from here to somewhere. Alright, it then showed the load thing, which was interesting. Okay, so what I saw was over here. I don't know if I've interacted with this yet. And I don't know what this does. Alright, so that turned that on. But what does that do? There's a path over that way, which I don't know how to get to. You know? And there's a thing there, which I believe would teleport. Or you to like a different part. There's also this, which I don't know what this is supposed to do. Oh, it might turn this thing around. Actually, hold up. Okay, so there's definitely a way to get there. Okay, so yeah, obviously I think this needs to like turn that way. And this will probably go that way. Okay, so that's just on. That's just turned on. Oh. Okay, good to know. Oh. Good to know that did that. Let's see. Let's see where this leads. Down some steps. And, yeah, this was the path I was talking about. Huh? What? Oh, this is like the, what was that? The sphere thing, whatever that was. Whoa. Okay. There's more drawings here. That's interesting. Can't go there. Whoa. Okay. This was... This is interesting. Uh... Oh! Oh, yeah. Once that red laser is destroyed, then, this whole thing would, like, collapse down and I can teleport around the place. Alright, so where does this go? Where would this lead me? That does nothing. Cool. God, this looks so cool. And this legit looks like if there was a legit boss fight, this will be the boss stage. Like, it looks so nice. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, there's something here. What is this? Oh, it's one of these things. Before I do anything, hey, I'm just gonna walk around a bit just to see what else is here. Right here. There's two flies here. Interesting. Okay, so there's a path. Interesting. Where does it lead? Oh, it leads to it leads to here. Okay. I swear, if I have to, like, count every single one of these little purple things, just to see, like, what would happen, I would not be happy. Okay. Yeah, so far it doesn't look like anything's there. So... I'm just gonna keep going here. That's one of the dogs, don't worry. Where was it? It was right here. Just in case. Alright, so the laser is right there. How to get to there is the biggest question. So, alright, let's press this just to see where it goes. Hey, Timon! Timon! He's probably hungry. Sorry, my sister's dog just walked by. Now he's in the living room. Alright. Where does this lead me? Am I... Hold up. Yeah. Then it's back to... Huh. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Yeah, what if that did something in the mines here? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hey, that's interesting. Okay. Now it should be on the other side of this, right? Travis. I see Travis in the distance. You want to come here? No? Okay. Yeah. I'm on the other side of this, but, I can't really go anywhere here. Oh, wait. Okay. Hey, I think I have to bring the mine cart. Not the mine cart. Whatever that thing is. I have to bring it here. Right. Which, would that work? Would that actually work? Well, only one way to find out. Okay, if I remember correctly, it's all the way over here. Down where that cave was. Let me see if it's still there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's turn this off. Go backwards. See where this goes. Alright, nothing so far. Okay, just back up all the way in here. I hope this works. Travis! You come here? No? Okay. It does! Yes! Okay. Alright, let me see if I can find it. I probably need it facing the right way. Hey. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm gonna do. Let's flip it the right direction. Travis is getting a drink of water. Alright, have to get it facing the other direction, which I kinda know how to do that. Let's get close enough. Yeah, it should be this way, and then gonna have to back up. Yeah, because there's like a roundabout this way. Got a bit of hair. Got a bit of hair in my mouth. Alright. Back up, back up, back up. Doesn't matter which way I'm going. Alright. I should be facing the right direction now. Like I have to look like this, going like, yeah, I'm going forward. I'm pressing S, which means I'm going backwards. And go forward. Alright, gotta remember. Yeah, we're going the right way. Alright. And go here. Just let it keep loading. Let it load. Alright, let's see. Face it this way. I think we're good. Alright, so if you didn't see the ending of the first part, if you didn't know how I was able to like teleport around, that's how. Breaking the red laser ends up breaking the force field around the entire thing, and allows you to teleport all around the place. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to like back up. Just so I can get out here and leave. Well, okay, no animation to show that I left. Fine, be that way. Alright, so... Oh. Now I have this. What if there was supposed to be a bit of dialogue to go like, yo, you're supposed to break that laser, and I just accidentally skipped it? God, I hope not. Okay, so... Yeah, so this is where the, this is where that set of stairs went. Oh, interesting. And there's like a set of stairs here. I might have to... hold up. Is there like a way of entry here? There isn't. Okay. Like, I might... Okay, obviously I feel like I'm gonna have to lift that up somehow. It's just more the question of how. What's this? Okay. I think there's a path over there. It looked like it, but I'm not sure. Yeesh. Anyway, I'm gonna go check around here, just see if I can like squeeze on by and see what's on the other side of that thing. No. No, there isn't. Alright, so I think the fastest I can, the only place I can go that I can teleport to, that I can use a teleport thing towards is this like forested area. What is that? Oh, that's weird. What is that? Maybe like a crystal or something. All right, let's keep going up. God, this looks so cool though. This looks so good. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep getting distracted by the visuals. Wait, this doesn't look familiar. I don't know if I went the right way. Oh. Oh. Ooh. 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 Okay. Well, that was dramatic. Does this lead to anywhere? It leads to something down here. Interesting. Before I touch that, let me... There's something flashing up there. Okay, so that turned that on. Not sure or what it does. Wait, what did that do? Should I be worried about what that does? Ooh. 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 That thing is just... If those had blades on it, that thing would be giving me a haircut. What does that do, though? Oh. Something up here. Eh? Wait, what did this do? Huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't know. Oh, I did something. I don't know what I did. Where does this go? How did I end up getting so lost in where I am? Does this lead me back to where I'm trying to go? It doesn't look like it. I know it leads me down. That's interesting. Okay, so I did not think this would... that whole... Oh, God. It's in Russian, too. Yeah, I didn't know that whole, turning the valve thing would lead me right here. Which, again, I don't know what... I don't know what this is supposed to be doing. So... I'll just leave that like that. And just look around here. Is there like a path I could take? I feel like there's something there, but I can't get to it. Eh. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely in the wrong area. I'm definitely on the wrong side of the moon here. So time to get back onto the time to leave the dark side. Let's go. Wait. That lead... Okay, no. I thought I saw stairs. Yeah, okay. This... I definitely did not take that path. Okay, no, it was down there that I came from. Okay, I just got accidentally sidetracked and I probably progressed the story a little bit. Whoops. Wait, this is glowing... What's this glowing orange? I thought it was blue earlier. Okay, I don't know if I did anything right there. But... I'll leave it like that for right now. And, let's head back to here. I don't know what that did. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Okay, so where does this go? That leads me... somewhere. Where? I don't know. Wait, does this go anywhere? No. Okay. Hmm. Well, only one way to find out where this goes. Oh, I can't even move it. Guessing something needs to be done with this. Hmm. Does this go further? No, it does. Okay. Uh, maybe something happened in the other area? Hmm. Oh, maybe that's where that yeah, maybe that's where the elevator leads to. It goes from like up here to down here. Okay, that would make a faster travel, but that just leads to the question: how am I gonna get there, or like how is that gonna work? Okay, 1 hour 7 minutes. All right, good to know. Yeah, I haven't talked to CW in a while. Maybe I'll talk to him. Maybe something's different. Hmm. Nothing appears to be different right off the bat. Uh. Hmm. Let's go here. And yeah, let's go there and just talk to CW. Uh, oh no, wait, that was the entryway. And I was like, was that there? Maybe something's different? Or maybe he'll still like nag me about the whole battery thing, which I don't know how to do that. Let me see. CW. I believe I did that. Well, hold on. Is this any different? No. Oh. Oh. I can apparently walk through there. Okay. I thought I connected the battery. Hmm. Let me see if I like disconnected it on accident. No, it's still connected. Huh. Okay. Uh, wait, was that always there? Was that thing always there? I don't feel like it was. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there was four colors: yellow, blue, green, and red. Don't know what was happening to the camera. Ooh, that is. Mm. Uh, I think you might have to bear with that. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Think it might be the cord that's connected to the webcam. Anyway, so there was four colors. I believe this one would be yellow. Green, I think, was the jungle area. And blue might be the canyon place. The... Hey, yeah, right here. So... we're at yellow. Blue is right there. There, which I believe is the rock area. Yeah, the place that we were just at. The jungle, I think is green. And I don't know what red is. Yeah, we haven't run into red yet. Maybe that, yeah, maybe something's different about that. Yeah, about that jungle place. Let me see. How did I get up there? Right. I think I can get up here, get up there through here, I believe. Yeah, because that's open. Yeah. I think this is the right area. Yeah. Because it's right over there. Okay. Yeah, see, this is green. Let's check the jungle area, see if anything's different. And if not, we could probably head back to the rock area, whatever that was. And just see what's going on there. Okay, so I can't go anywhere here. Nowhere here. Nowhere here. I don't know what these are supposed to be for. Here. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's different. Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought that was something different. Alright, let's go back to the rock area. Yeah, and this is yellow. So, what would happen if you activated outside the raid? This likely would not let you anyway. Yeah, I don't think you can... Yeah, I think there's like a certain distance, and And I don't think you can reach this from that distance. Let me try. Alright, so walk out here. Yeah, I can't reach it. And not even here, or I don't think here. Huh. Something obviously has to be done with that thing. I don't know what. Alright, I'll head back to the rock place, and then afterwards I'll talk to CW again. Hmm. Don't need to go down those stairs, because I could just walk up here and go into this little elevator and just go down to the first floor. Simple as that. I was wondering if that can like go all the way up. I think it can. Oh, it can. Oh. Okay. Let's see where this will lead me. Okay. Oh, it's the other places. So this is Hunrath. There's also Moray, Mofang, and Kaptar. Interesting names. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like, and there's really anything up here. I like how there's a button to just call for the elevator from up here. Like, how the hell else am I gonna get up here? Oh, wait. Ah, damn it. I saw something on the TV. I saw something on the little TV up there. Let me see what that is. Oh, that's the gas station all the way up, all the way down there. Interesting. Because yeah, that's where that whole coded thing is, and that's where the license plates are, and that's where like the gas pump is. So it's like, yeah, right down there. All right. Just wanted to see what that was. That'd be something that would help. All right. So, actually, hold up. Now let's go down here, because I feel like I did something in the rock area, whatever it was. And I know... No, that's jungle. This is the rock area. Okay, I can't do anything right now. Now let's go in there. Alright, just wonder. Okay. Let me teleport over there just to see what's up. Because, you know, I might have missed something, but I don't know what. Now I know that a faster way to do it is to go over here And it's just right in there. Well, in there, actually. No, not that way. This way. Yeah, just right in here. Oh. What? The hell? It's gone. Ugh, that's weird. Okay. That's interesting. Guess I gotta take the long way around. But that was something. Okay, so go here. Over this way. And it's right around... Not here, actually. Okay, so... How did I... Right. Okay. I think I sorta know a way to get there. It's kind of a lengthy way. And the way that I'm thinking of is to not go in there, because I feel like that's not going to be that much faster. Actually, wait, no, I think this way would be faster. Because I could just go here, through here, up this little ramp, or stairs, or whatever, and then just press this, that thing will come down. Go on here. So we'll turn on, watch your hands. And then the thing will just be up there. I don't know why that thing in the building disappeared. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's the elevator that leads from up here to down here. And then there's this. I don't know what that does. Oh, maybe it like... No, because then how would you get over there? I don't know. Right, it's not that way. This way. I don't even know what this is. Okay. Hmm. Okay, maybe that does something. Can you enter the jungle area from that bridge? No. Oh, Jesus, why it's so laggy. Yeah. Yeah. You could definitely enter the, No, not that way. Although maybe this will... No, that does nothing. Yeah, if you would like this... And then this... Nope. Go right. There we go. Don't know what that's supposed to... Don't know what's the meaning of that. But... Yeah, if you try to enter the jungle place through there, it'll just lead you to here. This doesn't really do anything other than, like, bring us to here, which I don't know what... I don't know how to, like, turn this on. It's smoother here for some reason. And it's odd. And this thing is like a giant dome. Interesting. Yeah, now that I'm entering here, the capture is really getting a little jittery. Just thought I'd do it. Hi? Don't know what you're doing up there. Okay, so... I'm back here, which is interesting. Is that thing still there? It is. Okay. Okay. So far I'm not seeing anything. I feel like that has to be moved somewhere. Not sure where. Let me check that that area that was up here. Maybe there was something I missed, which is bound to happen. No, nothing that I'm seeing. No, I thought that was a lever. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. That section in the wall might be the fourth area. Yeah. The fourth? Wait, which wall? Which wall are you talking about? Are you talking about the thing at the Farley estate? Yeah, it might. Yeah. Uh, if you're not, help clarify. Huh. Okay, I'm talking about the one you called a crystal. Uh, I don't know. I think the fourth area was more red. It was colored red, and the only ones that we've experienced were colored green, blue, and yellow. So I don't know. I don't even know where that is. It might be based on the tree. Well, that's the thing because the yellow, the tree was yellow, which is which is what Hunrath was. Well, no, the color. And when we teleported here, the surrounding area was blue. And when I did that to the jungle area, it was green. There's some. That's something. I don't know what. Hmm. Stuck. That's cool. Okay, so that's an elevator to something. Where does it go? I don't know. Okay, so not sure what to do there, and there, and there, and there. It looks like I'm supposed to lock them? Maybe? Yeah, see, this is where the elevator is. And that's kind of where I started. And I can't do anything there. So... Okay. When did that... Okay, that's locked. Which is interesting. Now this thing won't turn. That shut all of that off. Yeah, which is interesting. But huh. Okay. Maybe yeah, keep these on? Oh, yeah, because that's going down. Sorry about that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, so what is this implying? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, I did say that if I didn't really know the answer, I was gonna talk to CW. Maybe he'll say something, at least. Don't know why I was stuck there. I thought that was a leg. Okay, Let's go back to, yeah, guess I just go back to CW. Maybe he'll say something, I don't know. Let's try it out. I could just go here. Nope, not here. Up here. I could just go here and then go back. Yeah, because this leads to Hunrath. Shoulder getting a little stiff. And this will lead me back to that house. I did find it slightly weird that this part was missing. Now I know why. Alright. Let's see if he's got anything to say. What you got, man?
Pardon me, but you got treated with words. Roots to connect. Connect that cable on the side of the battery if you ain't yet. Go on now.
Well, okay, I was expecting a hello when Cindy said that. Okay, so let me try unconnecting this and then reconnecting it. Is he just gonna say the same thing, or... Okay. Just wanted to see if he would say something about the battery being connected. Nope. Gotta connect the roots first. Guess that's like a metaphor or something. Okay. It's more the question of how to enter those areas. That was a quick load. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Hmm. Yeah, because that looks like it's a jungle area. And then... yeah, that looks colder, so that might be the rock area. But what? How do... Come you'll come over? Nah. He walks into the living room. Great. Okay. Hmm. Maybe something to do with that water tower? Let me try that. Hmm. Let's go up here. Up here. Okay, this is unconnected to... I think this is supposed to be connected to something, but I don't know what. So... I'll just leave that there. Okay, that can be weirdly turned off. I feel like that would lead to something. Not sure what though. Might have to find the colored pipes in the other areas. Maybe. For now, I'm just gonna see if turning off the water tower did anything. still looks like it's powered. Heading forward. Nope, not there. Not there. And not here. Okay. Alright, so that didn't do anything. I might as well turn that thing back on. Just in case. Alright, so go back here. This way. Over here. And go that way. Go into here, go up the stairs. Just, you know, up here. And then go back to the water tower and turn it on. Because on and off, it didn't really do anything. Okay. Is that teleporter still in that building over there? Because I didn't see anything in the jungle area. Nor do I even know how to, like, get any further in that area. I'll just check here, just to see if it's still there. It is, okay. But I'll go through here, and then turn this on. Blue. And then teleport. About an hour and 15 minutes. Thing is, I didn't see where the pipes were. They're in here, so maybe they're like further that way. But the question is, like, how do I get there? Okay, so my only solution of getting over to that side is through the stairs here. But I don't... what about that red tree? The red tree... Oh. Oh, yeah, maybe it's over there. I'm dumb. I didn't see that. Okay, so... Whoops. Okay, there's obviously a way over there. But how? Okay, again, I feel like it's has something to do with that. But what do I do with it is the question. Because there's not really anything I can do up here. There's something over there, but I don't know how to get there. I guess it's like that tram tram thing, whatever that thing was, over on the other side of that dome. Interestingly enough, that's broken. Huh. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Okay, something obviously has to be done here. Ah. Oh, do they all have to be lit up? It's Russian, so it might have something to do with the Russian notes. Oh, yeah, maybe. That turned everything off. Um... Oh, weird. What's that? Okay, so... What? Yeah, okay. That might be a good point. And it might be on the ship. Yeah, that oh boy. I feel like I'm gonna have to open up Notepad to remember that. Let's go back. Well, I know. But it's just so I can like look at the code like while I'm trying to put it in. And I don't have to constantly like hey, put in a number, put it in like a few numbers and then hit pause, then go to the pictures. All right, let's see if there's something where that submarine was, because we know that was like almost all Russian. Does pushing the button do something different? And from pulling the lever? I I think pushing the... Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And pulling the lever is what turns it on. Pushing it is what, like, it makes it go. Okay. So let's go to the submarine, which we know is like right next to the waterfall. Which does beg the question of, like, how did that submarine get here? Because it's like in the middle of a desert, and yeah, yeah. Where were their notes? There they were. Okay, so obviously, okay. I feel like a black light needs to be used, though. Let's see. Okay, this is a 1. That's a 3. That I believe is a 5, and that's a 7. That would make these 2, 4, 6, and 8. Maybe this one would be a 9, and that would be a 10. Hmm. Yeah. I was like, were there any other notes here? Oh boy. Really hope I don't have to, like, remember this. But now I probably should have done this, but I'm gonna take a picture of this just in case. Maybe that'll do something? Let's see. Escape photos. No. I was wondering if, like, doing that would like show what's on those blank pages. Can that actually happen? Like, it's a blank page, and then you take a picture of that blank page, and, like, something will show up on the page. Okay, so an interesting question. If you take a picture of invisible ink, will it still... Well, should the ink under a black light in the photo? Oh yeah, where would there be a black light though? Was there a black light anywhere? Maybe the Farley estate? Because I think there might have been one there. That, or maybe it was in here. Well, I mean, there's... not necessarily a black light, but it might work. Nope. Also, how the hell did this get in here? I think some of those things might have actually just been teleported in. Okay. Let's try here. Hmm. So far, no. Okay. Where else would there be a black light, though? Maybe the tower? Maybe the tower area? Hmm. Alright. No, I'm not seeing... Oop. Why not? Don't think I did it right. But whatever. Hmm. I don't even know what this did. Two hours. 2 hours. Oh, yeah, there was also this. Yeah. I think this is supposed to also represent the rock thing, because this is also blue. Yeah, okay. I know there's also like an area, like, uh, right across that wall. Who was talking about the wall in there? I think it was. Hmm. And there's like a way of entering there. I feel like you're going to be transporting that orb somewhere. Yeah, maybe. Uh, for I'm just gonna What the hell was... What the hell did I just see? I heard something, looked off to the right, and then there was a ring of, like, water or something just, like, going outwards. Hmm. And there was also that door, which I have no idea how to get into that one door that's, like, across the river. Like, there's obviously a way to get in there, but how to get in there, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm talking about this door here, which is locked because there's like a barricade of sorts. So obviously we're gonna have to go in there from like a different direction. Is that thing still there? Hope so. Go through here. Yeah, it's still here. I don't think I saw anything in here. Alright, hold on. Let me turn this back on and then go in there because there is that tram area that I don't know how that works. Alright, let's see. So we go out here. And then we go off in the direction of the stairs, but we don't go up the stairs. We actually go this way. Yeah, there's also those drawings. I don't know what those are for. If those are for anything. Yeah, see, this is supposed to be in Hunrath, I believe. Yeah, because it's like yellow and shit. Oh boy, up here comes the lag. Also, I don't know what this is supposed to do. Let's put you this way. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm kind of running on a... Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely missing something, but what I'm missing, I don't know. Let's just get out of here. There we go. It's running smoother. Hmm. Okay. There also appears to be something over here? But I'm not sure if that leads to anything. Because it looks like there's a path up there. Hmm. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that looks to be where the tree is. But how do we get there? That's the question. Hmm. Let's see. Is that still on? Yeah, it is. Oh, what the? Okay. Okay. Hey, what am I supposed to do here? Hold on, maybe, yeah, maybe this, maybe this will help? Because there is something here. Just shut up. Okay? And just a notification, don't worry. Yeah, this is kind of what I mean when I was like, I probably should have had these like typed down or something. Uh, uh. Okay, so this leads to... that leads to the elevator. Okay. Are any of these in the notebook that I'm looking at? Because I'm not sure. There's what looks to be an age. And no age. Okay. Okay. Nope. No. Okay, so nope. Uh, hmm. Yeah, those aren't really doing anything. Hmm. Maybe I meant to get all the lights off? Maybe? Maybe? Because... Mm, hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to, like... I feel like I'm gonna have to look this up. Because... I'm... Like... My ideas are, like, running on Steam right now. Or, like, they're running on fumes. Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know why why I'm getting so, like, strained. Probably because I'm sitting in a dining room chair for like 2 hours 20 minutes. Yeah, I kind of want this to go longer, but I am I am running low on ideas on what to do, so I'm probably gonna have to end it here for today. So I don't I don't want to, but you kind of get the idea. It's just it's for some reason I'm blanking. Besides, we got like a good amount of stuff done anyways. So Oh, totally fine. Uh, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on Thursday, at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. The intro is gonna be a little. The beginning is gonna be different. It's not gonna be a story. It's just gonna be like a random fact about me, because I have something planned for that, anyways. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on Thursday.